Good evening, everybody. Today is Friday, July 19th, and I hope all you day traders, I would like to say, welcome back. Uh, we'll go run down the lineups for today's in the MLB. We'll go over maybe some games for tomorrow. Uh, with that said, we'll be back around 10:30 tomorrow. My brother Pat will be solo tomorrow doing it, as I have to uh, work on something tomorrow, so he'll be there tonight. I'll be by myself as he's stuck at work again today. So, with that said, if you could go to YouTube at DeMacy Sports and like us, I would appreciate that. So, let's get into the MLB today. And let me go ahead and start the screen sharing for you. So, first game today, Arizona beat the Cubs. It was a day game, 5-2. So Arizona is climbing that way to that wild card. The Cubs are fading fast, and I expect them to sell come this week or next week. As you see, they play tomorrow. There's no they play 7:15 tomorrow. There's no pitches stated, so I would check back tomorrow. Hopefully my brother has something on that for you guys. But today the Arizona was a 5-2 winner. Second game, this game we have up there for purchase, either a daily picks or our members will get this tonight. It's Phillies at the Pirates, Nola versus Martinez. Philly limped in, and I really mean limped into the All-Star break. They needed it. 5-5 over the last 10, and the Pirates, man, 7-3. What can we say about Skeens? Pirates are right there for the playoff hunt. Tomorrow, Pirates announce Ortiz is pitching. A nice young pitcher. Phillies have yet to come on the board, but this is one of our plays tonight. So you go up to DeMacySports.com. You can get it for a daily pick, which we charge $25 for daily picks, or weekly memberships and monthly are a lot cheaper. So that's all we have to say about that game. This also is one of our plays today. Reds going to Washington. Washington seems to be sliding down that ladder, and the Reds are hanging right there for the last playoff spot in the NL. So it's going to be a wild second half. I like to see what these Reds and Nationals could do, what moves they're going to make. Tomorrow's game is already up as far as pitching. Lodolo versus Gore, two young lefties. It should be a really good game. Tonight we have this game as a pick, so we're just going to drive by it. And again, another one of our picks. We have 4 picks today. Here's another one of our picks. Tampa Bay goes to the Yankees. I don't know which way both teams are going. This is a big series, I guess, for both teams. We know the Yankees are going to be buyers. They're not going to be sellers. Tampa Bay, I believe they're going to be sellers. So I'm not going to go really much into this game because we have it. But tomorrow, Georgia boy product, Taj Bradley, who I love. He's become one of my favorite young pitchers out there, going against Nesta tomorrow. So that should be an enjoyable game, and that's an early game tomorrow. But this game is on our site, and so I won't go into it for today. All right, Detroit, on a roll, the hottest team in the majors over the last 10, 8-2. Let's hope the All-Star break doesn't cool them off. They're going against Toronto, who's been playing better. Bassett goes for them against Flaherty. Flaherty's had a really bounce-back year. Tough pitcher. This is a tough game. We decided to pass on it, but it's interesting. It'd be a good game to watch. If Scuba was pitching, I would watch it. But without him, I really have no desire. I'll just check on some of the highlights later for tomorrow. Tomorrow's game is at 3:07. Detroit still hasn't named a pitcher. Coming off the All-Star break, they do this. It takes like a day or two before you actually can see their rotation out. And this is our last pickup for a purchase at DeMacySports.com. We usually take it down 10 minutes before game time. You purchase the pick, we send you the email with the play. Otherwise, the membership area, our members get those plays up there. They just log on and get the picks that we put. Okay, so this one, I'm not going to get into the Mets. I believe Manaea, I didn't update the slide. Manaea is on the mound against Cabrera. Cabrera, he came up, and he still throws 98 miles an hour. If he could hit the strike zone. The Mets, Manaea, he's been pretty good of late. The Mets have been rolling. They actually are in the playoffs right now for the season ended today. But I'm not going to get into this because we have it. Tomorrow's games are 4:10, and the Mets haven't announced the pitcher yet. San Diego, who limped into the All-Star break, going against Cleveland, who also limped into the All-Star. So they much needed break for the Guardians. We'll see what they do if they could hang on to that lead. Milwaukee's just sitting around. We'll see if they can make a run. I still think Cleveland should limp in to the playoffs. I'm really not impressed with their lineup, but they managed to score. But at home they're 30-11 home. You can't argue with that home record. There's some good stuff to that game, but it's nothing that we wanted to give out. And we got St. Louis going to Atlanta. Both teams, going into the All-Star break. St. Louis is right there. Atlanta's leading the wild card. We'll see what happens to this game. When we were going through it, we didn't have the starter for the Braves out. So, and it's actually they're going with the youngster Schellenbach. Sonny Gray, he nibbles too much for me, and I just don't know what's going to go on with this game. So we'll pass on it. Baltimore, much needed win against the Yankees, even though the Yankees gifted the game with back-to-back. They didn't call the last one error, but it was the error. Routine ground ball, the Volpe never bobbles it, and then a routine fly ball. I don't know what Verdugo was doing. He was looking at the girl who was going to go date maybe in the stands because he had no idea. He ran in the ball and it goes over his head. Please get rid of him, please. Texas, they're playing a lot better ball. I still don't think – I think they're going to be sellers in a week or two. This is a big series for both teams. Orioles are one game ahead of the Yankees, and they want to keep it that way. The matchup, Texas, let's see if they rolled out their starter today. It wasn't when I put up the slide, and I can't even find it. Oh, they're going with Voldy, so they're throwing their ace too. So this should be a really good matchup. Burns versus Valdi. So it's a good game to watch. Sox. I would say something else, but I don't know if we have some youngsters watching this. Against the Royals. Royals 5-5 last 10. The Sox are 2-8. Definitely trading their people that are any good away before the deadline. Kansas City, I don't know if they're going to make any moves. They're, small market. They know that they're in the playoffs right now. They just got to keep playing. Walker has been pretty good this year. Going against Flexen, it has actually been really good. But it's the Sox, guys. That's all. It's just the Sox on the road. Sox on the road. If you're looking at that, I was hard. I was going to jump on this. But the money line is 225. I thought about giving a run and a half. But then I was like, but if you guys don't mind the money line stuff that big, Kansas City probably be the play. But that's up to you guys. San Francisco goes to Colorado. Jekyll and Hyde team. At home, different. Even though it says 20-27 at home, they played a lot better at home. That record was from the beginning of the year, and they started with a lot of injuries. They're a good team at home. A lot of youngsters. San Francisco's throwing a youngster Harrison. It should be a good game. San Francisco needs to win this game if they're going to make any kind of push and have any momentum into the second half of the year. So I'm staying away from it because I just know Colorado is at home. You Frisco fans, if you want to go that way, go that way. It's not bad either way, 136 and 116. So that's up to you. And the Angels versus the A's. Ho Hummer, if for you people who like these teams, what can we say about this just to give you guys some comfort? We can't even tell you who's pitching, and it's 6 Eastern time in California. They must be still sleeping over there. And Sears, who's been roughed up lately, but Oakland, the Bash brothers. Yes, they remind me of the Bash. They hit nothing but the long ball. Nothing but the long ball. But they lose. They lose a lot. But, they're not as bad as everybody thought they were going to be. They thought, I still think they're going to get over 60 wins. A lot of them were saying 50 at the beginning of the year, but I think they'll reach 60 wins. But this is not something I would want to do a day trade on. And Houston versus Seattle. Now, this is the biggest series of the second half, and it's the first series. And I live in Houston now, and I can't stand Houston. But with that said, Houston is going to win that division. Seattle's going the other way. They blew 2 games. I don't know what last weekend before the All-Star break. Blew 2 games. They put the same pitcher in who blew the first game with a walk-off homer, and it happened again on the Sunday. If you guys don't know the definition of insanity, if you do, please relay it over to the Mariners manager, because as Forrest Gump's mom say, stupid is as stupid does. And sure enough. But if I was leaning anywhere, even though Castillo's pitching for Seattle and Hunter Brown got waxed, he tends to get waxed every once in a while, I still would have to lean towards Houston, but I'm staying away from this game. But it should be a good game to watch because, it's the second half. It's where baseball really, really gets interesting. And then we got Boston, who, they have a good last 10 games, going to LA, who 3-7. Who would ever thought the Dodgers in the beginning of the year would go through a stretch of 3-7? They don't look like a good team. Maybe the All-Star break will help them. But they don't look like the favorite World Series champions as they're still sitting there at plus 300 odds. I don't know. I got to see what they do early in the second half before I even invest in anything with them. They just, you get by those first 4 hitters and you just shake your head. I just don't know what they could do. And their pitching is not that great. And that's all we have for today on the circuit in the MLB. So, with the second half, who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be interesting. I'm looking to see what my Yankees can do the second half, if they're going to fall apart. Who knows? There's a lot of good races. But here's our website where you can go, and you go up to here more. You drop down to the daily picks, and it has them up here. Those are our picks today. Like I said, guys, those are $25 each. Or you could go over to the membership. And we got 2 types of memberships. Silver, which is a week picks, get a whole week's worth of picks every day, what we give out to our members, and a monthly pick. It's definitely a lot cheaper than doing the daily picks, but some people only want to do one play, and they might see that, oh, I like that. I'm taking that anyhow. Let me see what they have. Depending on how many units you play, 2 heads are better than 1. But we also we're starting to do, and we got over probably 100,000 sports cards to put up for you sports cards people. And it's going to take time. Between eBay and here, it's going to take time. But we got here, is just some sports cards here I have up there. You click on the category, and it's got different stuff up here. Bowman, 21, Top Gypsy Queen, Bowman. And, you just go in there and you can see what's in there. like I say, we got a Skeens rookie card still left. Some of these nice cards. This is the one I really like. If you can see it, I don't know if you can be able to see the video, the picture right here. This guy, this is a youngster, and he's a top rookie. Jackson Churio from the Brewers is a nice, and I love numbered cards. 84 of 299. I love it. But like I said, we got here. You get the live stream. You could, if you're watching from YouTube, that's fine. You're watching Facebook, fine. But you could also come on here and you click it on here, and you get the stream. Like I said, tomorrow here's some of the feature part. We got the Dominguez Gold 6 out of 50. I got Tariq Schools rookie, only 250, 32 out of 2, which that's a good price, $7.99. I got another case hit. There's only one per case. Jason Dominguez back in 2020 Chrome, and that's a really good too. And there's one of the nice prospect power of Dylan Cruz. But that's a little on the website that I put up there. Change it daily, and we're working on putting as many sport cards as we can. But it's going to take a while doing it that way. If you need anything, you have anything you're looking for, just let us know, because we probably have it just somewhere in the back where we're going to put it up, or it's on eBay, and you can go there. If you click on the link, it says sports cards for sale. You drop down, it takes you straight to my eBay store too. My store is a little cheaper here because eBay pays. We have to pay a lot more fees, so it's cheaper. But like I said, going into tonight, there should be some good games, good matchups. Orioles lead the Yankees by one game going into the second half. Boston's lingering around. They're only 4.5 out. Cleveland's got a 4.5 game lead over the Twins and 7 over the Royals. I don't know if the Royals could catch the division, but they're right there for the wild card. And Seattle's got a 1 game over the Astros and 5 over Texas, which I think Texas is going to be sellers after this week. It's a big 3-game series for them. In the National League, I think the Phillies are safe at 8.5 unless they just collapse. Braves and Mets fighting for wild cards. Milwaukee, it's a 4.5 game lead over the Cardinals and 6.5 over the surprising Pirates. So Pirates got to stay hot. They have a chance. It all depends. Skeen stays healthy. Jones comes back, the other flame-throwing rookie, and what's his name? Keller. And if Keller can stay healthy, they got a shot. Now, don't count the Pirates out just yet, but it's a long shot. And, of course, we got the West, whatever you want to call it, the wild, the boring West, whatever it is out there in LA-ville. The Dodgers, 6.5 over to Arizona, which that's a sleeper team for me. That's a sleeper team. I think Marte's back makes a huge difference. Huge difference. They keep him healthy. Corbin could start coming around. He's not going to hit 210 the whole year. He's too good. They stay healthy. That pitching comes around. Gallion gets healthy. They can make it. They can squeak in that wild card. I don't know what to say about San Diego. San Diego, we all thought a couple of weeks ago, oh, man, they're on fire. They're going to run. And then they just hit a lull. And San Francisco, I don't think it's going to get in. I really don't. But there's a lot of dreamers out there in Frisco. I just don't see it. Like I said, the top 3 in the American League, the Yankees, Twins, and Red Sox for the last spot. Royals are 2 games behind. And you got Atlanta, St. Louis, and the Mets right now. If it ended today, those amazing Mets would make the playoffs. But the Diamondbacks, a half game out after their win today. Pirates in San Diego, 1 game out. And even San Francisco and the Reds are 3. Like I said, I think the Cubs are on the way down. They just lost today, dropped to 4. You got to win games. You can't give any games away. And I don't see them. I think there's going to be a lot of wheeling and dealing. I think Crochet gets dealt from the White Sox, and I hope they do deal him because poor guy if he has to stay there through that rebuild and stuff. I think Robert's going to be gone. I'm interested to see who the Yankees go after. Yankees need somebody, unless Dominguez is healthy to come up. Verdugo's not the answer. I hope Torres has the best second half. I hope Boone divorces LeMahieu and gives Cabrera a full-time job over there at third. Youngster Bird, we'll see what happens. He's up and down. Trying to think who else is going to. Houston, rumors are, is Vlad might be on his way to Houston. That'd be tough. That would be tough. Vlad going to Houston. They're already dangerous now. I mean, we put him in that lineup with a healthy Tucker coming back and Alvarez, Altuve, and Guerrero. Oh, man. For all those Astro haters, beware. They're coming. They're coming quick. And Tampa Bay, I like watching this team. They're playing my Yankees tonight, and Taj is not pitching, so I got to root for my Yankees. I mean, I got to root for my Yankees. But tomorrow I won't be. I'll be rooting for Taj. Really? The Braves? Will the Braves be buying anybody? Or are they just going to stay put and hopefully they just make the playoffs and can get in? Because they got a lot of youngsters are hurt coming back. I don't know if they really need maybe an outfielder, maybe, but who knows? Who knows? Cardinals, I don't know if they're going to do anything. A lot of youngsters on that team. They're sitting right there. I don't know. The Mets will do something. Will it be surprising? Will Alonso go? I don't think so. I think they're just going to have to run the rest of the year out. And if Alonso and them can agree to some kind of compensation to stay, he's not Aaron Judge. And I hope he realized that now. A couple of years ago, he thought he was just as good as Judge. He must have fell in the clubhouse and hit his head or something. Because, no, Petey. No. But we'll see. I'm not a Met fan, but I am I root for them now. Maybe it's because I feel bad for my brothers. But I root for them. But, oh, my God. That is the worst, besides Diaz. Hopefully he's healthy. That's the worst bullpen in baseball. It's not even close. It's the worst bullpen in baseball. We'll see what happens. They did Nunez. I like the youngster Nunez in the back. And if Budo, maybe they found something in Budo pitching that last series against Colorado. Maybe he's the answer there to help him. But there's some wheeling and dealing. I think Chapman might get dealt from the Pirates. Is there a reunion? Do the Yankees forgive him or whatever? I don't know. But the prize out there for anybody is Mason Miller. Whoever gets Mason Miller, you're locking down your closer right there. You're winning games with him. You come in 102, 103 miles an hour consistent. He throws a 93-mile-an-hour wicked slider. You got to be guessing. And you shouldn't guess because if you're guessing for a slider and 103 mile, you have no chance. But what are you going to do? He is that good. Again, I'm looking to see what Skeens does. I like to see him. We all know unless he gets hurt, it's Rookie of the Year. There's nobody. Who else out there is going to take the Rookie of the Year away from him? None. You guys, the sports cards. Like I said, you go to Macy Sports. You go to my website. We're starting to add sport cards there. Or you can go to my eBay store, which there's a link up there. So you don't have to write this down. There's a link up on that thing. You go to where it says sport cards for sale. I'll take you to my page on eBay. But I should have kept on. I got some schemes I got for a decent deal that I'll be putting up. His cards have tripled since last week. $4 card, rookie cards now up to like $8. His Bowman papers up to like $8. His which I sold for $550 last week. His Chrome, it's $15. I don't think I have any chromes left. I don't know if I have some that I purchased, but yeah. And the inserts are just ridiculous, ridiculous. They're going from 25. And anybody knows the Bowman, the Lunar, the green Lunar, it's selling for 25 to $50 right now. And anything numbered, man, you could take your whole family out to eat for a nice restaurant, around $200 a plus. So it all depends. If you're a collector or you like to sell, either way, there's always good deals. You look out, and I buy stuff off other dealers and I resell it, but I never try to rip off anybody. I'm not going to ask when I know the card's going for 16 and he has it up there for 12. Ask for $4 like some people do. I'm not going to do that. If there's a buy now price where it says buy now, and then he has it out there for $5, but it's a buy now, so anybody can buy it for $5, then I'll buy it because I know I can turn it around and sell it for $12, $14. Anybody could do that. The guy or girl put it out there for $5, buy now. So that's not ripping somebody off if they're doing it. But when you try to, I used to do this. Sell cards, had a card store, everything. I was doing it a couple of years ago. Then I went and took a job building a plant. I was doing the IT work at a plant in Louisiana, so I kind of stopped. And eBay shut me down for some reason because I was inactive for 6 months. I had over, I don't know, I want to say 10,000 feedbacks, and they wouldn't give me back my account, so I had to open another one. So I guess because I have like 30 feedbacks, people think, oh, he's selling all his cards. He doesn't know anything. And when I get those $3, I'm a wise ass. I'm from New York. What could I say? When they make the counter offer, I send it back. Of course, I give them the wise ass reply. And that's just me. If he made a decent offer, I would give it to you. I mean, but come on. Guys, there's no need to rip off people in this world. Make a fair deal. But I'm excited to see what goes on in the second half. Hopefully we had a decent first half of the Major League season. We're looking to have a better one. My brother will probably be doing this tomorrow, so I'll have to get behind the scenes and do some slides and everything for him and get him prepared for tomorrow so he can do this. He should be fine. He's the speaker of the two. I'm not the great speaker. I'm just a better looking one. But anyway, with that, I don't see we have any comments about baseball or anything. I don't have the prop in today. But price, since we give them away free, I could probably pick one real quick for you guys. Let me go look somewhere. Let me see. Maybe anybody have any suggestions up there for a good prop? Just shoot it to me, and we'll let people know. Let's go. Let me go to here. Let's check the Phillies Pirates game. Let's see if we can find a good prop here. Let's see. Let's go to total bases. See if we have a good odds. Wow. They're not even giving any props out for the Phillies. Everything's the Pirates. That's interesting. That is interesting. So let's get out of that game. Let's go to a different game. Let's see. Let's see what the props in the Tampa Bay Yankee game is here. It's amazing how they don't have everything. That's good odds. Good odds. Soto over 1.5 bases, but they're going to walk him every time. Walk doesn't count as a base. You know what? Tampa Bay, their pitcher. Let me check the lineup real quick because this is one of our games, guys, so I can't really go into detail, but I think I have a prop for you. I just want to make sure he's in the lineup, and then I'll give you the prop. And I got some MLB news too real quick. With that said, Yeah. Here's the prop that I love. I don't like. I love over a half a base. Ben Rice leading off today for the Yankees. Take him. There it is. There's a prop that will win tonight. Ben Rice over a half a base. With that said, I got some news that just came in from the MLB. I don't know why this is so that they make this news. Is Suzuki from the Cubs to Mrs. Let's go, his interpreter. Who cares? Who cares? And we have nothing else to talk about. It was a great All-Star game. Better than watching the NBA All-Star game. I can tell you that for sure. Condon, the Rocky side, first round, third pick, tied the largest signing bonus given out to this date. The Rockies signed him, so good for him. Good for him. Played for the Bulldogs last year. And the Nats, they lost one of their pitchers. The season-ending surgery. One of their pitchers, Gray, youngster. And you Joey Votto fans, this is his last year tour. He was just scratched from his rehab start in Toronto. So I thought that when they start dealing all their players away, Joey will come play first base for the rest of the year while Guerrero is dealt. I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to wait till they move Vlad, and then he'll come in and take over the first base duty. As I'm praying it's not to Houston where Vlad goes, but we'll see. And of course, MLB has decided to open a series in Tokyo. Well, guess what team's going there? The Dodgers, of course, versus the Cubs in 2025. So we don't know. The A's still don't know what they're doing, if they're moving to Vegas or not, which I don't know why anybody cares. Those fans, they sell 5,000, 6,000 tickets, and they want them to stay. You can't stay when you don't show. How could you protest that not want the team to leave when you don't show up? You know, I don't understand it. I think they should go to Vegas. They'll have stadium packed, even if it's just tourists. They'll be packed. And they got a lot of good hitters. I don't know what's going to happen to them, but for right now, that they are what they are. But with that said, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Tomorrow, as of right now, I will not be there. I know I won't be here tomorrow unless I push this back to later. And I don't think I'm going to do that. 6 p.m. It's scheduled for 10:30 in the morning Eastern. If I have to push it to 6, if you come on 10:30 and it's not on, it's 6 p.m. I'm hoping my brother Pat takes the reins and does this on his own tomorrow. We've been doing this for like 45 straight days, so I'd like him to keep it. It's a lot better with both of us on the screen, more to talk about. So with that said, everybody, have a good day, make some money, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.